Hi there, this is Claire with Backcountry Buddies Dog Training, and here today I'm going to tell you a little bit about PJ. PJ is a beautiful white golden. Um, I think he's about 3 or 4 years old, pretty young. And unbeknownst to us and the owners, when PJ was sent here for a 3-week board and train for basic obedience and coming when called, it was quickly discovered that his separation anxiety was severe. So I want to show you a little bit of the damage that PJ did to our kennel area. It's impressive, and luckily we got him out of this situation pretty quickly. But you can see here he pulled an entire piece out of here, and that had to hurt his little teeth. He bent some wires here, and his crate is a sad sight to see. You may see this is all the way pulled in. And if we take a look at PJ, I don't know if he'll sit still. He won't sit still. But he bloodied his nose, right at the tip of his nose. He lost a nail. So his paws were all bloody, and he had been pacing, and the pads of his feet were a little bit worn. So, surprise, pretty intense separation anxiety. So after we spoke with PJ's owner, we decided to make the focus of our 3-week program on his separation anxiety. And I want to show you a little bit of what we're doing to remedy it, and we are seeing some really great success, so we're excited to show you. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the crate that we fashioned for our friend PJ. It is zip tied. So it is zip tied, it looks terrible, but it's big, and it's pretty much escape proof. The first thing that we are going to do for PJ's owner is we are going to be getting her an aluminum crate, or a rough tough crate. And these crates are heavy duty. They don't have a ton of parts, so they can't wiggle their way around, and they also can't hurt themselves as badly on these crates. So we have our own little rigged up rough tough, but we're gonna get a fancy one for her and ourselves, because clearly we need it. And I'm going to show you the crate work that we're doing with him. But the first thing is that he eats all of his meals in the back of the crate, and for the first couple days he would refuse even his food, and he's a pretty food motivated dog, so he would not go to the back of the crate to eat, and we even tried moving it closer and closer, so that he just peeked his head in, and then he ate, and then he'd peek halfway through and eat. But we did skip a couple meals so that he had even more drive for that food, and it worked really well. So I want to show you how we set up his crate and how we're feeding him in the back, and also show you a little bit of his body language. He will not enter the crate of his own volition just yet, but we are seeing that he is peeking his head in, checking for food when we're not looking, and these are great signs that making the crate a more pleasurable place to be is working. Okay, so PJ is getting second dinner for the sake of this video, but that's okay because he skipped a couple meals. You see him looking in there. You guys, on video. Good boy. Good boy. That was just the first time that's ever happened. I am so happy right now. So usually he's facing the back of the crate, eating his bowl in the back of the crate. And notice how I caught him on a turnaround, because we don't always want him to be eating back there like that, because it's weird. So this is beautiful. And the fact that he went there on his own is fantastic. Yay, PJ. Okay, so notice how I am not closing the crate door on him. I believe at this point that would be way too much. It would send his anxiety off the charts. So you really want to do baby steps with this kind of work. And obviously you have to go places sometimes, so you have to put him in there. But when you are actually doing your training and making this a pleasurable spot, closing the door is not your first step. Maybe touching the door, seeing if he notices. No notice, that's great. Um, Maybe just shutting it quickly and then opening it back up. So we're really trying to move slowly, move with his comfort level, and make it just not so scary, poor dude. So yeah, there you go. Progress. Week 1 of board and train for separation anxiety. We're getting there. It took us a while to figure out what was going to work for him, but I can't wait to show you the results at the end of the 3 weeks. So